accomplishments in early stages of his or her career. In particular, maybe they've had some of these twists and turns already in their career and taken opportunities and risks that maybe they hadn't originally thought of when they first took an opportunity in material science engineering. And so this year's 2012 Young Alumnus Award goes to J Schwan. Jay graduated from the University of Illinois in 1997 with his bachelor's degree in material science and engineering. After beginning his career at Accenture, he founded Solstice Consulting in 2001. There's the first twist. Solstice is Chicago's leading enterprise mobility consulting firm. They provide Fortune 1000 companies with mobile strategy, mobile development, mobile security, and mobile infrastructure services. Solstice has been recognized by Consulting Magazine as one of America's 7 small jewels of consulting and has made the Inc. 5000 list of the U.S.'s fastest growing companies for the last 2 years. Jay is a national thought leader in mobile technology space, and his work has been highlighted in leading trade journals such as Information Week, Computer World, and CIO magazines. He currently lives in Glen Ellen, Illinois, with his beautiful wife Gina and 2 energetic kids, Sienna 3 and Johnny 2. So let's hear it for Jay, and come on up, Jay.
Thank you very much to the Material Science Engineering Alumni Board. It's a big honor and a shock because there's a lot of really smart people in this room. And I was surprised when I got the call because, as Dave said, I hadn't chosen a path directly related to material science and engineering in my career, but the reality is my experiences here at the university and specifically with our department led me to exactly where I am today. And I want to just tell you a very short story about how that impacted me and maybe give you some ideas going forward of what opportunities you may have. But when I was a freshman here at the university, I was looking for a job. And I heard Dr. Jennifer Lewis, who's one of the professors here, was looking for research assistants, and I applied and got the job. And that's one thing that's great about our department, is if you're an undergraduate and you want a research position, chances are you could find one, and that's not true of every department here at the university. So I got the opportunity, and I spent a couple of semesters working underneath a doctorate student doing some lab grunt work, lab work, and but I felt kind of cool going to the lab and putting stuff in the kiln and writing stuff down. But really, I didn't really know what was going on. And one day, Dr. Lewis pulled me aside and she said, Jay, I really appreciate the work that you're doing. But have you ever thought about going into business? But I spent a couple years here, taking classes, and I'm working really hard. She's like, no, I don't mean leaving the major, but just going into the business side of things, because I just think you'd have a knack for that. And I was taken aback, but she was right. I wasn't really passionate about the work I was doing in the lab. And she got me in touch with another professor, Jim Adams, who now is at ASU, but he was developing material science curriculum for high school students and putting it on this crazy new thing called the World Wide Web. And she's like, why don't you connect with Jim and see what he's doing? So I went over there and got to work on his project and work with other high school teachers and facilitate focus groups and run this project and start programming and putting stuff on the web, and I loved it. I mean, it was great. It was awesome. So when I graduated, I'm like, that's what I want to do. And so I went to go work for Accenture, and I was a little nervous going into the business world because I was thinking, man, am I going to be at a disadvantage here coming out with an engineering degree and working with all these business folks because I really know nothing about business. And what Dr. Lewis knew, I think, and what I've learned today is that having an engineering degree in the business world is an incredible advantage. Because the one thing that we learn here more than anything is how to solve problems, how to break down problems into fundamental components, how to understand which ones are constant and which ones can change, how to figure out what different scenarios we need to run and how to measure and analyze, and that can be applied to anything, to marketing campaigns, to product feature sets that you want to launch into the market, to financial models, it doesn't matter. But we're programmed to think that way, and a lot of business people aren't. So when I got out there and people were presenting me with these complex business issues, this is nothing. Just should have seen that theoretical applied mechanics class I took as a go. So I guess my point is, you are in a great place because not only are we getting a great education, but we're given great opportunities and we're given great tools to do whatever it is we want to do. So I want to thank the department for that. So thank you.